Ohio gozaimasu from Nagoya. I'm back in Japan. I didn't expect to be back here so soon, but I found myself some incredibly good flights on my way from London back home to New Zealand with a stopover in Nagoya, and I just couldn't resist. I couldn't resist coming back to this country that I adore so much. Don't ask me how I got these flights so good. It took me about 3 days to get here, but here we are. It's actually my first time in Nagoya as well. I've come through here several times on the train before, but I've never actually stopped off. So I'm really excited to get amongst it this morning. If you've been following the channel for a while, you'll know that when I get to a new place, I love just going out for a wander, trying to familiarize myself with the area, camera in hand, capture some moments. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do this morning. As you can imagine, coming from London, the jet lag is savage. The time difference is not friendly at all. I've been awake since about 3 AM this morning, pacing the hotel room. So I need to get my convenience store fix, grab some coffee, and then we'll get to it. The first of many. It's good to be back. So I really like this scene. It's got this cool sort of ice cream vintage looking store, but the composition's quite messy. There's like a lot of distractions in the way. I'm shooting it on the 40mm. It kind of compresses the scene, but it's also wide enough, if that makes sense. And now I just need to wait it out and let this sun pour into the street a little bit more and get a subject to enter the frame. I actually used to do this when I started taking photos. I'll just take the banger or the shot and leave. But I've learned to tell a good story over the years, you need to include other elements to the scene. So I'm just taking some detailed shots here so the viewer can get a bit more of an understanding of what's going on. So it definitely seems that I've picked to stay in the party area because there is just people spilling out of bars and clubs still. Carcasses laying on the floor. I'm glad I can't drink like that anymore. I'd much rather get up early and do this, that's for sure. Came across this absolutely haggard high ace. I'm not sure if that's a paint job or how it actually looks, but it's a nice scene. So that right there is a pizza vending machine. Wild. Found this nice reflection. It's a shame there's a lamppost in the way, but it's the taxi man just there. Something a little bit abstract. There's something so good about those taxis. I don't know what it is. The nostalgia maybe. You don't see too many of them anymore. A lot of them are being replaced by the electronic ones, but when you see them, they look so good. This alleyway looks nice. Loads of textures from the different buildings. I like the contrast here with the shadow and this sort of textured, is it wood or like a sheet metal? It's got that sign, so I'm just going to wait for a subject to sort of come into that patch of light by the end of the building. Should be a nice frame. There we go, target acquired. Oh my, bag sweat is real. There was me saying it wasn't too hot. Look at me. Probably shouldn't have worn a grey t-shirt, to be fair. Anyway, while I try and cool off, let's talk about gear. So this morning I'm shooting on the Sony A7CR. Paired it with that little 40mm pancake lens, the Sony G 40mm 2.5. I always get that mixed up. 2.5 is a bit of a strange aperture. But this lens, I am in love with it so much right now. It literally hasn't come off this camera. It is the perfect, it's just, this combination is just perfect. Anyway, more on that another video. Yeah, if I do need something a little bit wider, I've got the Sony G Master 24-70 Mark II. There's a temple actually, I just saw on Google Maps, not too far from here, so I think that will come in handy then. But so far this morning, I've not took the 40mm off. I love that lens so much. So I've just come across this K car in a garage, getting that sliver of light on the bonnet. Super clean frame. I don't know what it is about the light in Japan, but it just hits different, even in the harshest of daylight. That was a really nice frame, that silhouette with that purple background and the light just hitting that person's face. I don't know what it is about Japan, but I've never been to a country before where I constantly want to be out with my camera in hand, no matter the weather, no matter the time of day. I just want to be out capturing every moment. I'm really not sure why this frame's doing it for me, but it just is quintessential Japan. The bike, the vending machine, the car parking lot. Such a nice frame. Sums up Japan perfectly. It's just pockets of scenes like that that just keep the camera in my hand at every opportunity out here. All right, I'm gonna call it there because I've really got to get out of this sweaty t-shirt, take a shower, repack my bags because I've got a train to catch in about 2 hours time. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I certainly had a lot of fun getting out there amongst it this morning and exploring this little pocket of Nagoya that I was staying in last night. As you know, I'm a massive Japanophile, so you can expect plenty more videos from this incredible country over the coming weeks. I'll see you in the next one.